Many parents are still asking, should my kids be exposed to technology? Should my children learn digital skills? At what stage should I expose my children to technology? Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be talking about something very important. Why should your children, your kids, why should they start learning digital skills? Why should they be exposed to technology now? Number one is, now is the best time. What do I mean by that? Now is the best time for them to start learning technology, start learning digital skills, because they are still very young. Their brain is still free to assimilate a lot, to be able to cope with learning technology. Because they are already born with technology, most of them, they wake up, they see phones. Some of us, we those days, before you travel, before you go to anywhere, you will just take off without knowing whether the person is there. But these kids, came into the world seeing technology. So now is the best time to start, now that they are still very young. Because when they start early, they are going to master it on time. People like Bill Gates started coding around 12, 13 years of age. And that helped them to be able to master this thing on time. Recently in Nigeria, a young man named, I think his name is Joshua, somebody Abola or something like that, became the youngest Amazon web developer, right, at the age of 13. And this guy has been coding since the age of 6. So for 7 years, he has been coding, has built apps, built, a lot of things. Why? He started early. So the best time for your kids to be exposed to technology is now that they are still very young, before, the issues of life catch up with them and they are no longer interested. So this is the time to expose them to even discover those who, whose natural habitat is technology, coding and all those and the like. But of course, whether their natural habitat is going to be coding, building applications and all that, every single person needs technology. All right, number two is they can't do without it, right? They can't do without it because no matter what you want to do today, you cannot do without technology. So the earlier the better. I see some parents say, no, my children will not touch phone until they finish university. This is 2023 parents. This is 2023. You may be an analog parent, but you have digital children. So if you don't take note and start on time, you are going to, make these children lose a lot. Why? Because they are living in a world that is controlled by technology. So they cannot do without it. Wherever they turn, they cannot do without it. Anything they are doing. There's nobody who passes through primary to secondary school that will not have anything to do with technology. Because even the exams they are writing, like JAM, most of the exams, you have to use a computer to write it. So the earlier you expose them to technology, the better. But of course, doing it the right way, and that's why we are here. All right, let's go to number three. Number three, it is that technology is global. So they are not learning technology because they are the only one that will use it. Wherever they go on the face of the planet, everybody is using technology. That's why today, if something happens in Nigeria, as it's happening in Nigeria, people in America are seeing it already. If something happens in America, as it's happening in America, all of us are connected in a global world that is controlled by technology. Your kids may have reason to move, to go to America, maybe for vacation, maybe for another thing. If they don't know this thing, they will look less than themselves, right? They will not be at par with their contemporaries around the world. So that is one of the reasons why you should expose them to technology on time. Abroad, even from primary school, people already started using tab to do assignment, to do a whole lot of things. But some parents are here saying, your teenager in secondary school, SS2, SS3, cannot use mobile phone, cannot do, no, don't touch it, don't use it. Well, you may have some genuine points, but look, the most important thing is that letting them know the right way to use these tools. But whether they need to use it, yes, they need to use it, and they need to understand it so that they don't learn it from the wrong place. Because if they eventually learn how to use this thing from the wrong source, that source will control them. If their friends introduce them to the internet The friend will control the narrative. It's as simple as that. Because you say they should not go to the internet, so they only go to their friend who teaches them about the internet. But if you are the one that introduces them to the internet, they will come back to you when they have challenges to ask questions. All right. Number 4 is that they will develop critical thinking, public, solution, develop, ability to solve problems. Right? They'll be able to solve problems. They develop problem-solving skill. Because for you to master digital skills, let's take for instance, programming, coding. It will stretch your brain. So they will develop that ability to come up with solution to any problem. And doing it at a very young age will expose them to a lot. So as they grow into adulthood, that same skill, they can use it for other things. So that is the reason why they need to learn technology. Finally, number 5 is that these technology skills, these digital skills are transferable. Meaning that whatever skill they have developed, let's say they learn how to build mobile application. That same skill, all the processes they learn, being able to do that, they can transfer it to another thing, even if that is not their natural habitat. If it's customer care they want to do, some of the skills they have learned in building application can also serve. You can transfer them into customer care, or maybe into banking, or maybe into any other thing. So technology skills, digital skills are transferable. You can use the same thing you have learned to do another thing. Somebody who knows how to build mobile application, who knows how to, design a website and build it up, can use that same skill to do another thing, to create businesses, because it's the same brain. So your kids need to start learning digital skills right now. So if you are still restricting them, you are not doing them any good. When I listened to that young man, that's Abola, 13 years guy, he was saying that the father, took him for a summer camping at the age of 6. That was how he started coding. That was how, that was his introduction. Even when people were saying, oh, he's too small, the father said, no, they should find a way to make him understand. And look at him today. He's a champion, global champion. So parents, allow your kids. But of course, you must do it through the right channel. And that is why Windave Digital Skills is here for you. To help you guide your kids. Help them learn these technology skills in a secured environment where they will understand how to do it. And now we have our summer camping coming up in the next 3 to 4 days. Bring your children to be part of this camping. They will meet other kids. Their skills, their interests will be stirred by the things we are going to expose them to. Coding, mobile application development, AI and robotics, web design, online safety, wealth education. These are the things we are going to be covering in this campaign. And if your kids are not there, you are not doing them any good. So bring them, whether you are, any place you are seeing this video, make sure your children does not miss this campaign. Ensure, try your best to make sure that they are there so that they partake. And you never can tell, your son, your daughter may be the next champion that will catch the global attention based on what they will achieve. But it starts from somewhere, and this campaign can be the starting point that will trigger that thing that is already inside of them for them to begin to use it. And of course, at the end, you will be the one that will benefit. The glory will come back to you as a parent. But of course, you have to take that decision and make that investment, right? It's an investment. Make that investment in the life of your kids. You have done so well for them, sending them to school, paying their school fees, But this one now, this holiday, I see some parents making the mistake of during holiday, they still take their children to go and start doing maths, English, and all those. No. The brain need to do something else. They need to be balanced, right? So this is not the time for maths and English. This is the time for skills, and technology skills is the best for them for this time. So that by the time they are done this 1 month and they are coming back to school, they will come back fresh, with fresh idea. They will start working on something immediately. Because these kids are very smart. Very, very smart. Sometimes we underestimate them, but they are very smart. Their brain is very hot because there's nothing, disturbing their brain. Their RAM, their hard disk is still very fresh. There's nothing inside. So they are very, very smart and they are ready to go. So bring them to be part of Ready to Succeed digital campaign happening between 7th and 1st of September 2023. The address is on the screen. The numbers to call is on the screen. Bring them to be part of this campaign and you'll be glad you did. I'm sure they will love you. I'm sure they will thank you. I'm sure this is the best gift you can give them this summer holiday.